Okay, Doomsday has made his a return in comics recently with Reign of Doomsday, where he's going through the process of defeating the Reign of Superman characters one by one. Now we're presuming there's only one Doomsday and not multiple Doomsdays. So he will sooner or later face off again against Superman. Now there are lots of really interesting fights between Doomsday and other DC characters, but I decided for this versus to see what happens if Doomsday were to take on some different characters I go from the Marvel Universe. So here's part one of that. Now, when I do these, I'm looking at 7 different criteria. I actually listed on the screen. So, intelligence. Your overall intelligence when it comes to how you would structure a fight. Your fighting ability. Are you a punch-kick guy, or do you have other skills? Do you have any sort of martial arts background? Strength. Self-explanatory. Speed. I'm talking about fighting speed here. You know, if you have the ability to, like, fly in a straight line at, like, Mach 5, well, that's great. How fast would you actually fly in close quarters combat? How much speed do you actually have? Durability. This is essentially your ability to take a beating and come back from it. Invulnerability. That's how much of a beating you actually can take. You probably how are those two different? Okay, let's say you look at somebody like Colossus and Wolverine. Colossus, great invulnerability, but you can hurt him. Once you get past the organic steel, you can hurt him. He's had his arms broken before. Okay? Wolverine. You can cut Wolverine, you can make him bleed, you can knock him unconscious, but his healing makes him come back faster. So one is, how much damage can you take before you start taking injury? Another one is, how fast can you recover from an injury? And finally, energy projection. So those are the 7 things we're looking at here. It is a thumbs up, thumbs down in either category. The person who is for wins. It's as easy as that. So we're going to start off with Doomsday versus Sentry. Intelligence. Well, knowing that Doomsday has rarely ever shown intelligence, yes, he did during the storyline when God was trying to kill Superman again. Yes, well aware of that. But he was almost always shown as limited intelligence. It took him forever to say Metropolis and Kryptonian. So he's not the smartest of creatures. Fighting ability. You know, Doomsday, for everything he's got, he is going to go straight at you. There's no subtlety with how he's going to fight. He is going to go right at you. And in similarity, you see something similar with the Sentry. But say with the Sentry in edge and intelligence and an overall fighting ability. We're going to go to speed. I don't care if anybody says characters in the DC universe are just faster. Everyone has super speed. Fastest person in the DC universe, Flash. One of the fastest people in the Marvel universe, Quicksilver. We all saw what happened. Took a second for Flash to overtake Quicksilver, and that was it. Durability. I gotta go Doomsday on this one. Doomsday has taken some insane beatings and gotten back up from them. You know, I feel like, but Superman killed him. Technically, Superman didn't kill him. As crazy as that sounds, nothing was done to Doomsday after he fought Superman, but he came back to life. So I'm pretty sure if your durability is being beaten unconscious by Superman, and then you come back in a couple of days, that's pretty impressive. I mean, he actually killed Superman, but Superman kind of just, you know, put him in a coma. So I'm going to give him the durability edge on that. Invulnerability, you know what? I'm going to give this one again to Doomsday. The amount of beating Doomsday is able to take is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So keeping track at home. Intelligence, fighting ability, currently going to Sentry. Doomsday, speed, durability, and vulnerability. Next one, energy projection. I have never seen Doomsday currently shoot any sort of energy from him anywhere. Except for Reign of Doomsday, he really hasn't. He's never done that. Sentry, I've seen him shoot projectiles. We're now tied up. It now comes down to strength. Who is overall stronger? I have seen Doomsday do some absolutely ridiculous things. However, I've also seen Sentry. Didn't Sentry as the Void, same character, just, you know, once a darker persona. Didn't he like toss Asgard? Sentry has done some ridiculous things. Sentry also one-shotted Tyrax. I mean, Tyrax is not a light hitter, but he was able to one-shot a former Herald of Galactus. That's insane. That would be like Doomsday essentially kind of like knocking out Orion in one shot, which he hasn't done. So, out of this fight between Doomsday and Sentry, Sentry takes it. He takes it barely because you're looking at someone who has better intelligence, better fighting ability, better strength, and energy projection. But if you do the exact same thing compared with Superman, you see similar qualities. Superman, energy projection. I'd probably say he tops him in strength. Better fighting ability, better intelligence. But Doomsday essentially has the speed, durability, and vulnerability going for him. So Sentry can take this, but I picture it being the same way when Doomsday fought Superman the first time. Sentry's going to win, but he's not going to win by a lot. He'll probably exhaust his energy and become his human form and probably die, but he'll be able to stop Doomsday.